Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the drawing. So today we will be drawing the rocks and the grass on the mid side, and then after that we're going to be designing the tree on the other side. So we're actually going to be building up the things that we want to do. Alright, no further ado, let's get started and hopefully get to where I want to be with this. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but it should be fine, I think. But the main thing is that I always need to figure out like where do I want to place this and how do I want to place it. So I need to place this underneath, let's see, underneath this one. All right. So we're gonna be making sure that we have the sketch gone, and we're gonna make sure that this one is then also on the same level. And then that should solve that issue. So first things first, we're gonna make sure that we have this, and now we're gonna be drawing. So the main thing here is that it's gonna be a little bit difficult because it's just rock, so it is a bit of more of a hassle sometimes, but you know, it's good to have these rocks, that's for sure. So now we're gonna be figuring out how to make these rocks, and then I'm gonna move onwards to the next bit. There we go. And then we're gonna make sure that we have grass. There we go. Easy. And then we're gonna be aiming to a little bit more. There you go. So now we have a big giant rock in the middle, and then we're gonna be fixing that rock a little bit more up. So we're gonna have like multiple layers to it. There we go. Now that we've done that, we can actually get ourselves towards the issue. Alright, so now we have a lovely little gap to work with, and now we're going to be aim for this one. So this one needs to be also a rock. There we go. And now we need to add in the grass. So let's remove the bottom side and start drawing in the grass. There you go. And the longer the further away, the more difficult it gets to get these rocks done properly. So, you know, we need to make sure that we have something to work with. So now we have the rocks, and now we add in the grass. But this bit of the grass needs to be on the... dang it. Do I need to add a transparency bit to it then? I could technically move this downwards, but then I need to make a separate one here so that I can actually get that grass done here. Alright, now we have done that. Now we should get where I want to be with this, so now we can fill it up and then it should be fine. So now the rest of it all needs to be underneath here so that we actually have, the colors there. Now, first things first, draw the grass, then the rocks. Otherwise I will get a little bit confused. There we go. Now we're almost there. We just need to add some more stuff here and then, and it should be all fine. Alright. Now we have that side done. Well, we have not fully everything done, but I'm just going to be doing first the bits here and there and then move onwards to the next bit. And then after that, I need to make sure that I have a separate bit for the grass on the top part. That is the skull, so I need to fix that part up. Alright. Alright, then we're gonna go aiming for the bottom part. Oh, we can... No. First light, then dark. Alright, now we have done that. Now we need to get that last bit done, so now we need to get this bit in there. Then we need to make sure we have this bit. Alright, now we have done that part. Now we need to get the rest of it done, and that is actually quite easy and doable, so let's do that first. Alright, then we're now needing to do the second bit, which is then adding in here the next bit. So that's going to be line work. There we go. And now we need to just draw the tiny little bits of line. See, there you go. Now we have that grass done. So now we actually have that grass on the background there. So now we actually have a nice looking area to go around with. Do I want more effects? Most likely yes, but that needs to be here. There we go. Now we have done that. We have now done this. Yes, 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 yes. Now we need to just make sure that we fix the little bits here and there that were caused. So now we need to go back here and clean up the mess. There we go. Now we have that done. Now we can actually move to the next bit, which is then drawing the big giant tree. And this needs to be above, needs to be underneath, and it needs to be underneath here, right? Yeah, it needs to be underneath here, but above the creature, which is, yeah. All right, so first things first, need to do this, that, and that. There we go. And now we need to make sure that we have that. Where's that stupid stuff? There it is. So now we are going here. We can actually move onwards with this, but I think I actually want this to be underneath here and then get ourselves a move on. So let's see. What did I want here again? I wanted to add something like this to it, right? Yeah, like a big one. A big palm tree. So how about something like... So how about something like this? Something like that. And then... How about that? Well, if we want to do that, then I need to actually make sure this is like... How about this? Does that tree look nice? It does, it does, it does, but then... Alright, so now we have something to work with. Now we're going to be making sure that we actually create it. The tree. So first we're going to be creating the tree and then we're going to be creating the rocks. That is indeed a thing I need to do. So... let's see. So I need to make sure that I first have the first bits done. There you go. Now that we've done the first one, we can actually get the second one done, and that is gonna be like here. There we go. Now we're gonna go here and then deal with the next one. Easy. Now we need to just have one more, and then it should be fine. There we go. Now we need to just get that thing done. So that's then the top part. And then the bottom part. Let's see. Now let's add back in the... Yeah, that looks good. All right, nice. Now that we are done with that, let's add in, let's make sure that this is one bit. And time to add in the colors for it. So I actually have everything that I want with it. There we go. And then there we go on this side. we go. I think that is a lot better though. Although it's gonna be difficult, but then again, what is not difficult? There we go. And then we now need to do some erasing. There we go. All right. That's the first bit done, and we're gonna go for the second bit, which is then coloring up things. There we go. There we go. Then we're gonna be going now towards this side. Nice. That looks good. All right, then we're gonna go now for this one. There we go. Oh, but now we just need to get that bit there. Just a lighter color and a lighter color. Ah, let's see what I need to do here. There we go. Now we actually have something to work with. So tomorrow we'll get the grass done. I noticed that my hat is actually a little bit tired. So, you know, that is always a thing that I need to do, but yeah, you can see that it actually looks good. All right. So tomorrow I will fix this bit up. So I will add the gap here, and then we're gonna be able to do some stuff here. So add some water or something like that to make it a little bit more nicer. And then we can actually add in the last bit, which is then of course the background. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It just takes some time. But I hope you'll have enjoyed for now, and thanks all for watching. And I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!